Welcome to the Bambushi Happy Hour. I am Peju Bambushi Roethlisberger.
Hi, everyone, and I'm Naomi Bambushi.
How are you, Ma? What's up? This is the Bambushi Happy Hour Pop Edition. What's up?
Everything. Oh, I'm so excited about the Australian Open. Surprise. Madison.
Ma, we'll talk about you.
I'm just so excited about it. Okay, I'm not going to go into details, but I'm very happy. What's up, daughter? What's going on your end?
Well, I guess everything, everywhere, all at once. Just making it through every day, working hard and just looking forward to, February. February is my holiday month.
Oh, okay. So, you should be working hard or hardly working?
No, I'm working hard.
Oh, okay. All righty. Well, I'm glad you're still here. I thought you would be going, to some destinations unknown by now. But you're going to until the next month, right?
Next month. This is still dry January, so I'm on my best behavior.
Okay. Well, you designated a dry January for you.
Yes.
It's semi-dry January. Okay.
Okay, bye. I think we should probably start it off as always with a toast. And I think it should be a nice toast for our girl Issa Rae, because she produced what is that? Just One of Those Days, and that is doing really well and also received really, really great reviews so far.
Okay, let's lift our glasses to our girl Issa Rae, who we wish continued success, health, wealth, happiness, prosperity, long life. Salud to Issa Rae.
Salud. This mocktail is really good. This one.
Okay.
I have a blood orange Mai Tai.
Okay.
Sans alcohol.
Oh, yeah. Is it sweet?
It's more on the sweet side. I put in some fresh oranges and some fresh fruit, and it's pretty good.
Oh, you added that yourself too, whatever mix you had. Okay.
I had to.
Yeah. I'm having fruit juice as well. I'm having an orange juice with a shot of rum. Good.
Okay.
I won't name the brand. Okay.
All right, but so let's get into some sports. As you mentioned, at Madison Keys, Ma is in the Australian Open final. Who is she playing, Ma?
Sabalenka.
That's right, the number one player. But who did Madison Keys beat in order to get to the finals?
Some people say Swiatek. Some people say Swiatek.
Oh, okay.
But she is Miss Polish former number one.
Mm-hmm.
Swiatek, Inga Swiatek.
Okay. So yes, I'm so happy for Madison because Madison is a ball of nerves.
Oh my goodness. Oh, me too. I just felt so happy for her because Madison's been doing her thing for a long time. And I'm just so happy to see her playing lights out. I'm so glad. I felt so happy for her.
Oh, me too. Me too. I'm going to be rooting for her. We'll find out in the next day and a half because you know how Australia is. They're like a day ahead of us pretty much.
But for us here in the USA, it will be Saturday morning, I think. I know Saturday. I'm not sure if morning or afternoon, but it will be on Saturday. So we shall see.
Right. Which might be actually Friday. Let's see. I don't know.
Okay.
And then we have for the men, we have Mr. Ben Shelton, who is in the semifinals. He is playing Sinner, the number one player. Now, I didn't really do any research on this, but did you hear that there's some type of controversy with Sinner and like a doping scandal? There's something going on.
I didn't hear specific details, but I did hear it being alluded to ever since Sinner had that thing, that experience he had on court. And they said he seemed shook or rocked or whatever. Things about him have been a little strange. He won. He managed to win, but it looked kind of sketchy for a minute. And he seemed to be physically going through some kind of trauma. right
Hmm.
there on court. So, things are a little bit strange surrounding Sinner. So we shall see.
Yeah, we'll see. And then in the other semifinal, we have Zverev versus Djokovic. Djokovic is still up there. He's about 55 now.
Well, I don't know what he is, but I do know he's still playing tennis lights out. And I know that he has kept himself in good physical condition. Those things I have to admit and give to him because they are true, real, and, seem to be genuine. He's not one of my favorite people, but he is a hell of a player. What are you going to say?
You
But
can't
I,
deny it.
I like Zverev,
Hmm.
Zverev, however you want to pronounce it. I've heard both pronunciations. I really like him. I think he's an exciting player, and I think he's extremely attractive. So I
That's
enjoy.
all that counts.
Yeah, well, that's the main thing.
All
You.
right.
So there you go.
Okay. And so, let's see what happens, over the next couple of days. We should see some exciting tennis. I don't want to get my hopes up. And we also have some exciting football, We have the final four left. We have all playing on Sunday. The Eagles and the Commanders are playing, Now, I don't know. I'm not going to say who I want to win.
Okay, I
I,
won't say either. But good luck, Jalen.
yeah, they're going up against.
To all the guys. Good luck to all the guys. They're hell of a players.
So you just made Jalen lose. That was like
No, I did
that was
not.
the kiss of
Oh
death.
no, I did not. No, I did not. Oh no, I did not either.
That's the kiss of death. They're going up against the Commanders.
No, it is not. What's the Commander's quarterback name?
It doesn't matter. Jaden Daniels. He's really good. He's a rookie.
Jaden Daniels. He's that new guy who brought all the juice and thunder to the team. This
He's a
is yeah, he's the rookie.
he's a rookie.
Yes. Good luck, Jaden. Good luck, Jaden. Look, you got Jaden and Jalen. Good luck, guys. Good
Mm.
luck to both of you. Now, okay. Good
Well,
luck.
you're the one who said that.
No, you the one who interpreted that. See, it's
Mhm.
not what you
What about
it's
Saquon? Why you
not what
didn't say
people
good
say.
luck to
It's
Saquon?
not what people say, it's what you answer to.
What about Saquon?
Oh, I love Saquon. Yes,
Mhm.
indeedy.
Okay.
Want me to say about Saquon? I love Saquon.
The other game is a rematch. This is like the fourth rematch with the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills. So, who do you want to win there, Ma, since you called it everything out?
Who's
Mm.
the quarterback for the Bills?
Josh Allen.
I forget. Oh, Josh. Okay. Good luck, guys. Good luck to everybody. That's you. I don't believe in what you're saying. I don't. That's you. That's your interpretation, not mine. That's not my intent, nor is it my interpretation. Good luck, guys. Whoever wins. It's wonderful if they could all win, but that's not the case. I have my favorites. I haven't said who it is, and I'm not going to say anything but just good luck.
Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. So moving on, Ma, let's get into some pop culture. So Chris Brown has publicly addressed the docuseries A History of Violence, which he claims falsely portrays him as a serial rapist and sexual abuser. In his statement, he points out that the Jane Doe at the center of the docuseries has been repeatedly discredited and that the case was withdrawn because it was full of lies. And he is now seeking 500 million in damages, part of which he intends to donate to victims of sexual abuse if awarded. He further claims that the docuseries has harmed his career, reputation, and business opportunities.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that, Mom?
Yeah, and another thing that, has damaged his reputation is those pictures of Rihanna with them big bangs and bruises all over her face. That
Well,
that really made people, if they haven't heard anything else, just looking at the picture of Rihanna after he got finished beating her all in her face.
he
That
said, he said, just to quote, he's emphasized that he has taken accountability for his past mistakes, like in 2009, assault on Rihanna.
is that accountability? Just how is that? What does that mean? What do you do? What do you mean when you take accountability? What do? You do what?
Okay.
You what does that mean? You say I took accountability, or do you stop with that behavior? He's had multiple incidents since then where he was been involved in violent episodes.
But he didn't. But he's saying
I
that he
don't know
never
about the
raped
rape
it.
part. I don't know
Right.
about the rape part.
Right. That's what it is. He's
Oh, okay.
and he's never
Well, no,
raped.
that I did not saying that he did do. Hmm.
Well, and we don't need to say that he did anything except for what he acknowledged that he did.
Right. Well, all these other things are allegations. Guess what? Just not my favorite person. I'm just not a fan. That's all I have to say. I just really.
I understand. I understand where you're coming from. I really don't have anything good to say except, we don't know that he's ever raped anyone, and if he's been found not guilty or the case has been dropped, then they don't really need to do a docuseries for saying that he was a rapist. Now we do see he has a history of violence, that you cannot deny that. But the rape part, if he didn't do it, then he has the right to defend himself, whether you like him or not. That's just kind of how I feel.
Well, that's how the whole world feels, pretty much. Yes, we're not trying to make him do time for a crime he didn't commit, but own up to what you did commit and don't try to minimize or downplay or deny it.
I
And it's
agree.
simple. So, you want to sue somebody, go on and sue them. I guess you already sued them. Then, let's see how much you collect. Okay.
Okay, there's that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Perception, everything. Sometimes reality doesn't even matter. It's all about perception. And this man is perceived to be an abuser of women. And that is not good.
Okay.
Okay. Good
All
luck.
right. So moving on, Sexy Red has apologized after posting an AI image with MLK, and I guess she squashed the beef she had with Bernice King, the daughter of MLK. So
Yes.
she took responsibility. She faced backlash, including from Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter, who called the posts intentionally distasteful and dishonoring. And
Yeah,
she
of course.
apologized. Sexy
Of
Red
course.
apologized.
Good look on Sexy Red. Good look. Okay, we all do things, this and that, but you know what? It's about owning up to them and taking the action. She apologized and she, undid what she had done, and that's good. That's the move. Good on you, Sexy Red. That's the
I
move.
think that she did the right thing. I also think, my goodness, we have so many things to be worried about and concerned. Why don't we take our time to deal with those things? Why is anybody caring what Sexy Red posted on Instagram? I mean, that's just kind of how I feel.
I got you. No, I mean, on one hand, on the other hand, there's that. You
Yeah.
know,
Two things could be right?
absolutely.
Okay. Moving on, because we're really supposed to get into the Oscars, because that was the big nominations came out today. Can't ignore all the stuff with Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Now they are seeking a gag order against Justin Baldini's
Sorry,
lawyer.
say who? Oh, okay, her
I
camp,
said
Blake Lively's camp. Okay, I'm
I
sorry.
said I said Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, and Ryan. Okay.
Yes. They're seeking a gag order against Justin Baldini's lawyer over leak it ends with us footage. Now,
Right.
we saw the footage. There was a video, behind the scenes footage. And there supposedly it was raw, and most people are believing that it looks pretty real. And
Well,
it appears as though Blake Lively.
raw means real. Okay, it was raw. It was real. Okay.
Blake appeared to be very friendly with Justin. She didn't seem to be like she was uncomfortable at all. And she was cracking jokes about his nose. Some
Yeah.
people may have been offended by what she said.
Talking about he needs to get a nose job or some words to that
Yes.
effect. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he's supposed to take it in stride. But this man who is suffering from a bad back, he can't question how much weight he's going to have to lift. No. And that doesn't necessarily equate to somebody being big.
No.
That doesn't mean that you're overweight. Maybe I can't lift more than 50 pounds. Does that mean if you're an adult weighing over 50 pounds, you're fat? I mean, there's not a direct correlation between him asking that question and accusing her of being overweight. That
I
they do not equate. They do not.
I agree. I listen. I really just believe, like I said, we've talked, off air, and I've said I didn't really have any issue with Blake Lively either way. I didn't think too much, I didn't think anything negative or anything, good. I just thought, she's fine, whatever. And I saw, what was it, Gossip Girls, and Gossip Girls was, entertaining, silly, teen, what is it, soap opera. That was about it.
That's
Now she just seems very petty, and it's making her not seem like a nice person. She's seeming vindictive, she's seeming immature, and this isn't a good look for her.
You know what else? It also doesn't make her seem like a serious person. I mean, come on, you're doing a professional job, with your peers and so forth. What is all this other nonsense? What is all this other nonsense? All shenanigans are supposed to be good natured and enjoyed by everyone. It's not supposed to be people overreacting, people being outright abusive and so on and so forth. What is all this nonsense? It just makes her seem like she just is not serious. Keep your eye on the prize. If the end goal is to create a work, a movie, a film, a play, or whatever, in this case, a movie, whatever, why is, all these extraneous things that have nothing to do with the end product going on? How big is your nose? How much do I weigh? It is relevant how much he can lift if he has a bad back. That is totally relevant. And all these other things. Why are you bringing in things that do nothing but take the focus away from the real work at hand and the real goal? So that to me, it makes it just seem like she's just not a serious person. Because her focus is supposed to be on getting a better end product, not worrying about petty and misperceived slights and all this type of nonsense and being hypersensitive and foolish. She's been in the business world for years. You know what it is? She just is, feeling overly entitled, over pampered, and feels now not only she's got her little, juice, she's got the extra juice, from her husband. And she feels like the two of them together. Oh, well, please don't allude to anything about me. I walk on water now, or whatever. No, it makes her seem like a not a serious person. And she's damaging her own reputation.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my opinion, because when you hear the name, you're going to say, oh boy, here she comes with a lot of drama. And I'm telling you, whether she's right or wrong or this or that, but just as she's dragging on the drama is going to make people back up from her. They're not going to want to deal with it because things can go left very quickly,
Mm-hmm.
So, but
I
anyway,
agree. I told you, she said she was supposed to host SNL when around the time It Ends With Us came out, but she just couldn't because all the negative publicity and it was getting to her and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like,
what she
you
mean she couldn't? Did SNL withdraw their offer, or did
no,
she refuse to go?
I think it was her refusing to go. They did not withdraw any offer.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, that was another of that was it. Look, that was what in the old days they used to call a punk ass move. She should have just went on the show and let the chips fall where they may. What you going in hiding? What are you? You're an actor. What the hell are you hiding? Your whole job is the public. It's ridiculous. That's what I'm saying. She doesn't seem like a serious person. Your focus is to promote the show. That's what you were supposed to be doing, promote the movie. And you just couldn't. But the movie came out, so you
Right.
could. And you were supposed to.
Right.
That's she's just not a serious person. I would not want to get involved with anything serious with her. Very high risk,
I'm agreeing with you on that, Ma.
Mm.
Well, we'll just see because this all the drama is playing out and for everyone to see. So Moving on to less drama, Jessica Alba is reportedly in the middle of a divorce with her husband. They have been together, they have been married for 17 years.
Oh, good for them. That's wonderful. They've had a long ride.
That's where you get from that, Ma?
I get that they have had to have some good times in 17 years
Okay.
and they built a life together. It worked for however many years. I'm going to say I believe and hope that it worked most of those 17 years. And that's what I'm going to say. A lot of people have never been fortunate enough to be in any relationship for 17 years. That's a wonderful thing. Now that it ends, life offers you no guarantees. That ends, something else begins.
Okay.
What? Come on.
I
You guys,
know.
okay.
But it's just sad because they have three children. They were together for a long time.
Why is it sad? Is it better for them to stay together if they're not both happy with each other?
No,
Is that a happier story?
no.
Okay, then. Okay.
All
They
right.
decided that they're better divorced. You didn't decide it. I didn't decide it. The two of them who know each other and know about their relationship have decided it's no longer working for the two of them. And that is just fine.
Okay. All right. I did the best I could, ma. Okay. What I was working with to get that out. All right. Anyway, I'm wishing, Jessica Alba and, her estranged husband, I guess soon to be ex-husband, good luck in their life moving forward. You know who her husband is, right? His father was it Michael Warren? Michael Warren is her father. I think he remember the guy that was on 227,
Yes.
that they played the teacher,
Son. His son.
his son.
Son. Yes.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
hmm hmm
right. Okay. And another announcement, mine. Now, this divorce, I actually, maybe this is bad. Please forgive me, guys. Don't come after me. I think this is a good sign. Remember Love is Blind season 7, Ashley and Tyler? Remember the woman, there's a black couple, and you found out that he had some kids and he
Yes.
was the
Yes. And
sperm donor, but he really wasn't.
and she said that he had told her off camera. She knew about it, but it seemed to us like he was lying and hiding it for a while. And
Mhm.
she was okay with it because he was a good guy. And he didn't know too much about the kids, it seemed. Or he had the kids with some friends or something. Some kind of BS story he was telling. Yes, I do remember them. Yes, very
Well, she
small.
has.
He barely knew them, but yet they had pictures of him walking in the park with the kids and the baby mama, and he used to live with the baby mama for a year and all this. Yeah, I remember quite a bit of.
Well, Ashley has confirmed their separation, stating that despite hopes for mutual understanding, their paths were no longer aligned, making it impossible for her to continue the marriage. She said the decision was difficult, Ma, but it came from her growth. It's necessary for her growth and peace.
Oh,
Now, how
good.
come everybody else could see that, but
Well, she had to wait until she could see it.
okay.
It's not when the rest of the world sees it. It's when you see it. Because don't forget, she was seeing some things that we weren't seeing. She was privy to some things that we weren't.
I see. Yes,
Okay, so she had a different view of things.
she did. She did. But
Finally, that wore off. And she decided to come back to reality.
yes.
Yeah. Okay, good girl. Good for you, Ashley. All right, good.
Oh gosh. Okay. So let's get into the Oscar nominations, and I'm gonna try to really just kind of focus on more of the major categories, and not,
Please.
some of the smaller
Right.
categories because
Oh my goodness.
I know you love it when I go there. Okay. I will start off with animated feature because I know that's one of your favorite categories. So we have The Wild Robot, which we actually did see. Wallace and Gromit, Memoir of a Snail, Inside Out 2, and Flow.
Okay.
So I'm hoping for the Wild Robot, but they said Inside Out 2 is good. I haven't seen that one, Ma.
Okay. Good.
Okay. For writing for original screenplay, we have Honora, we have The Brutalist, A Real Pain, September 5th, and The Substance. Now, so all of those except for September 5th, you have not seen A Real Pain yet, but
Right.
I know we'll be talking about that on the next episode.
Okay.
Any favorites there?
I see that's not right. You isn't me any favorites there, and I've seen three of the five.
Okay. Well, out of the three that you saw, which one do you?
Honora, the brutalist, and the substance would be the ones I'm actually equipped to comment on. And among those three, it's probably going to be the brutalists among those 3.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I think I probably would agree with you on that. Okay, now we have for adapted.
Substance would be at the bottom for me. Honora would be in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
For writing, we have A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Amelia Perez, Nickel Boys, and Sing Sing.
Oh God, Sing Sing, Sing Sing. Before I would have said Amelia Perez, but Sing Sing just did something different for me.
Okay.
Sing Sing just took it to another level, as far as I'm concerned. For many reasons. For me, it would have to be Sing Sing.
Yeah, I was loving Sing Sing, and I'm happy to see it down here for that nomination at least.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, they would have been remiss if they had not included Sing Sing. Yeah.
Well, we'll get to some other categories.
I know sometimes they snub. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, now here, Ma, I want you to let me know if there's any snubs for you. Actress in a supporting role. We have Monica Barbaro, A Complete Unknown. She played the character of Joan Baez.
Okay.
Uh, Ariana Grande, Wicked.
Yeah.
Felicity Jones, The Brutalist. She was the wife in Brutalist.
Yeah.
Isabella Rossellini, Conclave.
Not feeling that nomination at all.
No.
The part was not pivotal, was in no way integral to the story. I didn't think. I'm not I mean, she has the name and everything, and she appeared, and I understand she's a, senior and all that stuff. No, no, I'm not, to me, I don't see that.
And
Okay.
we have Zoe Saldana, Amelia Perez to round it out.
Right.
So I'm
I'm going with Zoe. I'm sorry. I'm going with Zoe.
positive vibes for Zoe. I feel Zoe deserves to win. To me, Zoe actually is the lead in the film.
Absolutely. I don't even know how they categorized her as anything other than the lead. But, for me, Zoe.
And I'm with you. I do not know why Isabella Rossellini was nominated. She did fine.
Barely saw her. I mean,
Right.
it was really a teeny tiny role. And that role was not so significant in its impact on the film. It really, okay. Okay.
Okay. Moving on to actor in a supporting role, we have Borisov in Nora, and I thought he did a good job. He was the bald head guy, the real
Yes,
friendly
I
guy.
liked him. I did like him. I saw the warmth in him. I saw the character depth in him. I liked him. I liked him a lot.
Kieran Culkin, a real pain. You have to see him in a real pain. We're going to talk about that on the next episode, but I will say I think he did a good acting job. The only issue that I have is that it was reminiscent of him on
Yeah,
Succession.
yeah. He's playing him. He's playing the character he likes to play. Awkward, nerdy, annoying, and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
What it says, the pain in the ass. The name of the picture. A real pain in the ass. Yep.
We have Edward Norton and A Complete Unknown, and I thought he was all right. I like Edward Norton.
I like Ed Norton. I didn't think that was his most electrifying performance. I thought he was all right. It was a pretty subdued character as Pete Seeger, and he really, that wasn't even his voice. Okay. So at least according to what I've read, it's not his voice, but I've seen Ed Norton perform better. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say that. So okay.
And we have Guy Pearce in The Brutalist, and I'm so happy for that nomination.
I thought Guy Pearce was all that in The Brutalist. I thought he was excellent. In fact, I don't know, he was giving Adrian Brody a run for the money. I thought he was all that. I
Uh,
did. He was a scoundrel. I thought he played the hell out of that role.
oh, he did.
Yes.
And then we have, which we did not see, and I wonder if this is going to be controversial, Jeremy Strong in The Apprentice.
I did not see The Apprentice.
I did not either.
Did not. I did not see. I'm gonna have to knock out The Apprentice and The Pain in the Ass. Okay. Kieran and Coke and whatever. The Pain in the Ass, right?
A real pain.
Yeah. A real pain in the ass. Okay.
I would go with Guy Pearce. Kieran Culkin has been winning in this category, but I would like to see Guy Pearce
Oh,
win.
me too. Me too. Me too. I mean, I haven't even seen, Kieran and Culkin, but I already know where we going with it. He's playing the character that is him. I really believe it's him. You know.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we have actress in a leading role. Now this is interesting. We have Fernanda Torres, I'm Still Here. I have not seen that one. We have seen the rest. Demi Moore, The Substance, Mickey Madison, Honora, Carla Sofia Gascon, Amelia Perez, and Cynthia Erivo for Wicked. Is that who you think deserves to win? Is that who you think
That's what
will
I
win?
think. Or both.
Okay.
You heard
Okay.
what I said, right?
I heard you singing.
You heard how I hit that note, right? You know who sings that note, right?
Uh
Okay.
Somebody with a beautiful voice.
Mhm.
Okay. I would like to see Cynthia Erivo win. I am thinking that they may go with your old girl, Demi Moore. And we will talk about her and The Substance, but
Well, I give her a whole lot of praise for playing that part. You gotta be pretty gutsy to play that part. Oh my goodness.
yeah, I definitely we'll talk more about The Substance on the next episode. Okay. All right. I hope everything is okay with Emma. The audio is a little bit off, just to let you know. All
Okay,
right.
hear me, sweetie.
I hear you now.
Okay, good.
All right. And finally, well, not finally, we have actor in a leading role, and we have Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice. We have Ray Fiennes for Conclave, Coleman Domingo.
Rafe did a good job. Okay, he did a good job in Conclave. Okay.
Coleman Domingo, Sing Sing,
Oh.
Timothy Chalamet, A Complete Unknown, and
Mhm.
Adrian Brody, The Brutalist. Now, before you get into the Adrian Brody, Mom, remember I was telling you the director admitted that they use AI in certain areas of the film. Now, I didn't have an issue with using AI when it came to like some of the buildings,
Right.
but they used AI on Adrian Brody's voice to help with the Hungarian accent.
Accent, right.
I don't know. To me, that's part of your acting,
Right. That's part of your talent.
right?
Well, anyway, it doesn't matter to me because guess what? Coleman Domingo. Okay. So I don't even care what Adrian Brody's accent was. Was it real or was it? They used to say in the old days, Memorex. They used to say, is it live or is it Memorex? And Memorex was some sort of recording or tape or something. I don't know, whatever it was back in the day. But they used to ask, was it real or recorded or whatever? Okay. Because the recording was so clear. Anyhow, so whether it's live or AI, sorry, Adrian Brody, Coleman Domingo for me. Coleman Domingo can bring tears to my eyes. Okay.
Well, he did bring tears to my eyes.
Well, me too. I'm not saying that Adrian Brody couldn't, but let's just say that in that movie he didn't.
Right.
We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I think he did a very good job, but Coleman Domingo just kind of made me feel
Coleman
different.
Domingo did, you got an A and then you got A plus.
Right.
Okay. And so Coleman Domingo was that superlative. He was that A plus. And so that's just it for me, for me.
Hmm. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know who else. They probably, I think we haven't seen Daniel Craig. They say he's good in Queer. I haven't seen that, and I don't really know if Queer is, what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Uh, but I'm sure there's some other performances where there was just kind of snub. We didn't have Angelina Jolie for lead actress in Maria. I don't know if they took away from, they kept saying, oh, she's singing, but then you read on and you talk to the director and producer, and it's like, oh, well, most of her voice isn't really heard, and we mix it in, and you may hear 1 or 2% of her voice.
Yeah, she's
And
not getting any credit for singing. She didn't do that much singing that it's, important to the film, right?
right. Okay. And we have a couple more, actually just two more. Best director for Amelia, we have for Amelia Perez, we have for Honora, The Brutalist, The Substance, and A Complete Unknown. Who do you think should win for directing?
You know what? I'm going to say The Substance.
Because it was so over the top.
Yes, yes. I'm going to give a kudos to that director. My goodness, because it was just everything, just everything. Yeah,
I think it's a female director.
yeah. Well, good
Okay.
for her. Good for her.
Let's see. And finally, now this I have problems with. Best picture. So we start off with Honora, which I have no problem with.
Okay,
The Brutalist,
okay. We're
A
good.
Complete Unknown.
Okay.
That
And
could have went either way to me.
right, right. Okay, but this can be an argument made for it. Okay,
Right.
go ahead.
Conclave,
Okay,
I agree with.
okay.
Dune Part 2.
I don't even know how. I guess because what we saw a lot of sand, we saw a lot of desert. I don't
I
know.
enjoyed Dune Part 2, but I don't think it was best picture work.
Chalamet and Zendaya separated. I mean, what was it? What on what basis is it nominated? The big sand dunes, Dune. Is that? What? I don't know. I can't put that one together, daughter. I don't know what was going on with that.
All
You,
right.
uh, you can't say Zendaya wearing her cute little tennis outfits because you can't say her wearing her tennis outfits because she didn't wear any. So I don't know. I don't know where they're coming from with that one.
I don't know either. It was good, but I don't think it was best picture.
Nor
Um,
do I. Nor do I. But okay. All righty.
we have Amelia Perez, definitely worthy of a nomination. I'm Still Here. I did not see, that's a foreign film. We have to watch that. I told you Nickel Boys was going to be nominated. Have not seen that. It is one of those films that the Academy loves, sadness, and
Boy was nominated.
it was.
Absolutely. Okay. Okay. All right.
The, the Substance is nominated. That's an unusual one to be nominated.
Yes, it is.
And then we have Wicked, of course.
Well, we knew Wicked. I mean,
We-
come on. They couldn't snub Wicked. Well, they could, but nah, that would have been a glaring omission, really, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think Amelia Perez will win. I think it's between Amelia Perez and a Brutalist, but I would pick Amelia Perez. How about you?
Amelia Perez. Yes, I would too. I would as well. Hmm.
Any snubs, Ma? Selena Gomez did not get a nomination for her role in a
That's
movie.
an obvious snub right there with Selena. That's one. I don't know about Angie. Angie was not in that one, right?
Mm-mm.
Well, mm, well,
No, Nicole Kidman. We haven't seen Nicole Kidman, but they were saying that her role was pretty racy in Baby Girl.
okay. Well, okay. So let's just see how it all ends up. Okay, so we're actually going to see the show what in March?
In March.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah. All right, let's see. I'm always excited, but I don't know. There's always some snubs, right?
There's always some snubs, but I have most of my favorites. Most of my favorites are included.
Yeah.
'Cause I
Except
really
Sing is not
about
nominated for Best Picture.
well, I know, but it isn't just shut out from everything. When
No.
they sometimes they shut out for everything, and it gets really, really to where it seems like it's very unfair, to the artist. But most of the my favorites are included somewhere along the line. Most of my people did not, well, really, none of my favorites got shut out.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's mind get into one of your favorite reality shows of all times. And just a reminder, guys, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, All Things Pays You, home of the Bambushi Happy Hour, where we do our weekly breakdown of the traders. We'll be doing another breakdown of the traders this Friday. Okay, Ma, but we are talking right now about Married at First Sight. Now, of course, let's start off with, like I said, the couple with the least amount of drama, and that is always Thomas and Camille. They don't really have anything, too crazy going on. They, met with each other's families and, they seem to be very emotional. Thomas, let her meet his biological mother, who he reconnected with, it's like seven or connected with, period, 7 years ago.
Yes.
They took tequila shots. We know that Camille is a former athlete, but she was never as ruthless as her dad wanted her to be. She's more of like
Athlete. Yeah.
she was more of like a team player.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts on Thomas and Camille?
Well, I like the way they're moving so far. We know they're going to hit their, bumpy road at some point, but they're moving in unison. Meaning, by that, I mean they're sharing their thoughts with each other. And whatever their differences are, they're coming up with compromises, which is really how you work a relationship.
Hmm.
It's never all one way or the other. It's always some type of compromise, or it is one way or the other for one person, each other alternately, and you come together as a team, as a couple, you know,
Right.
and they seem to be doing that very well. And I think it's because they connected all the way around. I think they connected physically, they broke that barrier, and that just helped them to get to the level that they're at now, where they feel more comfortable relating to each other, period. And I do like that, and they're more open and more sharing with each other, and that will continue if they continue. At this point they're looking good. Now they can fool me, and a monkey wrench be thrown into things. We know that could always happen. But in terms of what we're seeing as the viewing audience right now at this juncture, I like you see all these qualifications I'm giving it. Okay, they're looking pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know. I don't trust anything on Married at First Sight.
Jaded. We've gotten cynical because we've seen all these shows and how they behave.
Yeah, I really just don't know. They're fine for right now. If there's any couple that I think that will succeed, it would be them. But I don't have much faith in any of the couples. Um, okay, moving on to Juan and Carla. I like I said, this week was very boring week for them. There was not much drama. You know, they were writing letters, I guess, when significant things happened in their lives as children. You know, Juan was talking about when he was 6 months, and I was laughing, and maybe I shouldn't have been laughing because you know there was some serious stuff that went on with him. But I'm like, at 6 months, Juan, you didn't know, you have no idea what's going on in the
Right.
world.
Well, he's just reporting what somebody told him happened to him and when he was 6 months old. Yeah.
Right. But he did have, you know, some really serious things that he had to overcome, you know, obviously being an immigrant. You know, his dad you know, is a cancer survivor. You know, he said that I think he said that the babysitter did he say the babysitter tried to no, the maid tried to steal him? Is
Or
that or
yeah,
kidnap?
yeah, the maid or the babysitter, either one
Yeah,
tried to
one of
kidnap
them.
him, and that's why they sent him away. Allegedly, I don't know.
So there was just a lot going on there. But I didn't get much from Carla. I didn't. Oh, they go to Carla's house. He finally meets Carla's parents, but guess what? That's not seen on screen because
Right. They
Carla's
don't.
parents doesn't want to be right. They don't want to be seen on screen.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so be it. That's how they feel.
So yeah. So to me, that whole, you know, their whole segments, all of the segments were duds to me. Like I'm
Yeah,
like, okay,
yeah, yeah.
Alan and Madison, ma. I don't even know where to begin because Madison does not like Alan, and Alan seems like a nice guy, you know. But why did you hear the story that he was telling when he dated someone? I guess between the ages of 15 and 19, and the person cheated on him 15 times. Did you? Did you
I think I went to go get a refreshing beverage during all that because please. I bet the person didn't even know they were cheating.
no.
Um,
Oh gosh. What are your thoughts on Madison though?
I don't know. I don't know. I think that, you know, I just hope that Alan finds somebody who cares a little bit more about him. That's all. I hope that he finds somebody that shows more interest in him and is more, excited about being in a couple with him, part of his team, or they form a team together. However you want to view it, I am not feeling them. Okay, to make a long story short, I'm not feeling them at all. I'm
Me
not feeling them as a couple. I'm just not. She's not that horrible, but she's, the average person. I'm thinking the average person would be good with Alan, and they look at all his attributes because he has a lot of very positive things going on, as far as I'm concerned. But I don't know what she's looking at, what she's looking for, but they are not connecting.
no.
And so be it. I think he'll be okay. He doesn't seem to be, I mean, he's very accommodating when it comes to her, but he doesn't seem to be delusional. I think he understands that she's not feeling him to any great extent. I think he understands that, and I think he'll be good. And I think he'll find somebody else.
Ma,
Yes.
she likes David.
I, whatever. Maybe David sent
Likes her
her.
husband.
Yeah, well, maybe David sent her that want to eat her up. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Getting to that, Ma. What was wrong with David this week? Why was he what type
Like I
of
told you, I'm going to say I told you so. Like I told you, when David saw how this woman was moving and treating him, he started looking for the next woman.
but
I
Ma, why are you excusing his behavior?
no. I didn't get to his behavior yet. I didn't. No, I'm not excusing that. He had no business doing that and then lying about it. Oh, come on. Come on. Don't be out. Did I say I excused it? I said I told you that that's what he was going to be doing. because he's just an outgoing guy. He's used to being around a lot of people, and a lot of people like him and gravitate toward him. So he's not likely that he was. I mean, it could have been that he was having problems, but not likely that he was having problems, with the romance,
You
and,
you
and
always
I felt that I knew that he was going to be looking for somebody else when he saw how she was treating him. And that's the only way he could continue to be so easy going around her and this and that. But in the back of his mind, he's like, look, things is not clicking with this woman. And he seemed very seasoned. He seemed like somebody who's had plenty of involvement with the opposite sex or the same sex, whatever, romance, however you want to put it, whatever. He's a likable guy. He's a very likable, charming guy.
Ma.
And I knew in my heart and in my mind, I felt like ever since I saw him in the gym with Madison, that was it right there. You talking about another woman, you talking about the woman you married to, but guess what? The one, she fits the same description as what you said you was looking for, and you in the gym with her. Okay, it don't take Einstein to put that together. Okay, so he was looking for his next woman right then, laying the groundwork. Okay, all right, and so
And
he made a mistake and then he didn't even bother to try to say, "Oh, I was playing with you, I was teasing you." You know what I mean? He could have said, "Why couldn't he say he sent it to her?" He gonna talk about, "I didn't even send it to you." It wasn't for you. I was sitting to my cousin. She had Chinese food. I said, I'll eat you up because that Chinese food look good.
wait a minute. And then he went and had coffee earlier in the day with a Tinder person he met on Tinder some months ago.
He said that he just needed his caffeine. She happened to be there. Oh, I remember you from back in the day at Tinder.
And he named three exes that he had been in contact with.
I guess he said this shit is a dud. I gotta call out my old girls. Let me see what's going on. He said, "Look, I can't count on Madison because I met her through the show. So let me pull up some of my old girls. Let me see what's up." So he just getting things lined up. He got the one he have coffee with, the one he gonna eat up, and then the one he talks to, the one he goes to gym with. So he need about 4 or 5 of them to keep it going.
What is rotation, right?
Oh my goodness. I am not surprised at all. I am not the least bit surprised that he just is moving on and that he just is the BS. He gave it a chance and this girl come on there dogging him out and criticizing him. He's like, look, I ain't got to take that. There's a lot of honeys that likes me. And he, I listen, you can say what you want to say.
Okay.
Dead wrong, but I prefer him.
We'll get into that the next person. But okay, you went and made everything a joke. The dynamic
Because
between
it is funny. It's hysterical.
no, well, okay. What I wanted to say, if anybody is trying to take any of it seriously,
And who would that be? We're only talking about that couple.
well, I'm
Okay.
talking about the couple. Let me just go in with Michelle.
Oh, Michelle is serious with him? Oh,
No,
that's you treat somebody that you're
no,
serious with?
no. I don't think that the experts did a good job with pairing them up. I don't think that they
A
were,
good job. They should then be fired and drop kicked to the curb.
and I think that Michelle's personality, every time she's around her family, they're like, "Oh, you don't see the side that we see," and like, well, nobody sees that side except I guess y'all, because the way she's presenting herself to the public, the way she's dealing with David, the way she's interacting with people, it just seems like she's taking everything way too serious. She's way too harsh. She's way too, and not, she's not very flexible.
Guess what? And she's way too nasty with him. Good, 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 good.
But it doesn't mean that David should act this way. If David doesn't want to see things are going
No,
well,
he
he
should
doesn't. do
He
what he
shouldn't act that way, but he's just trying to honor the contract there. How many weeks they have there?
Well, that's not honoring the contract. The contract doesn't say for you to go pick up other women.
Well, no, he already knew them. They're not. He didn't go pick up any new women. He already knew these
All
people.
right, Ma, I'm gonna move on. I'm
You need
gonna
to move on. You need to move on.
Okay. And finally, Akichi and Emem, and I just want to scream.
Did the contract say hurt my feelings, strip my dignity, accuse me of being a predator? Did it say treat me disrespectfully? Is that in the contract? That's not in any contract. Right. So none of them are abiding by the contract. Michelle is not abiding by the contract. She treats David like a dog, and he's supposed to be all goody two shoes and accept that. Hell no. I'd rather see him have the backbone to say, wait a minute, ho. Wait, hold up, ho.
No, I don't. I see. I don't respect that as
Right.
much.
I didn't say he was right. Two rights don't make a wrong, but I understand it.
No, I think if someone is mistreating you, then you tell them you're mistreating me. I don't like how things are going. I don't think this relationship is going to last, as opposed to,
Well, that would be the correct way to do things, of course. But he's not doing it the correct way. I didn't say he was, you keep overlooking the fact I'm never saying he's right. I'm saying I understand why he's doing it. You understand? There are people who are in jail. They didn't have no business doing what they did, but I understand.
no, I agree. I listen. The truth of the matter is I don't know why she cares who he's texting because she doesn't want him.
What are you fussing about? You don't well, you want your space and whatever you the hell you talking about. You got all just a litany of complaints about him. In private, you're complaining. When you get around people, you're complaining. You act like you going to the damn gas chamber when you're around him. Please, please. So what the hell do you care who he's sending what text to? You should have just deleted and gone to hell back to sleep or wherever you were. I wouldn't. Why is it a thing? You don't need a thing to break up with him. You've been dogging him out and talking bad about him all along. If you want to step, step. He'll be all right. He got one thing. He got family support. He damn sure got a basement.
Okay, moving on. Ikichi and Emem. This is the worst couple. I really can't stand this couple. Emem, girl, lady, woman, whatever you want to call yourself, you are too accomplished, too decent of a human being to waste your time dealing with Akishi.
Right on, daughter. Right on, right on, right on.
I'm mine. Listen, every time I see her on the screen with him, I get really upset. And I really got upset because they had their little conversation and everything, and you can elaborate more, but she had their conversation, and the producers were saying, oh, you're not referring to him as your husband anymore. And she says, oh, no, I'm not going to call him that. And I see that, things have changed or, blah, 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 blah. And then we see next episode, she's saying, my husband isn't wearing his ring. Wearing his ring, he doesn't even want to be in the same space as you. Why do you care?
You know what? A lot of good husbands, real husbands, decent husbands don't wear that ring. They just don't wear the damn ring.
Right.
And you are grasping, as they say, at straws by focusing in on that. What is wrong with you? Listen, don't tell me nothing about the culture and the this and the tradition and this and that. I'm not buying that. I've heard all these different arguments as to why MM is trying to embrace a person who's steadily kicking her in the face. Okay? Steadily kicking her in the face, and I don't buy it. MM, get the hell off the ground. You are not a rug. You are not a doormat. Stand up, woman. Don't you understand? Not only are you allowing yourself to be treated this way, you are getting nothing but abuse for it. Don't you see you're not getting what you want? And guess what? That's not even what you want. You're double blinded. Emin, get the hell up off the ground. Okay? I don't care what those experts tell you. They get their paycheck next month or next season or whatever they're doing. Okay, and I
Right.
would damn if they did or not for the shit that they gave me. I wouldn't care if they never got paid again. But anyway, that's regardless, irrespective of whatever they ever get, it's my pride, my dignity, my feelings, my image, my brand, my reputation. And you gotta stop. This man is unworthy of a decent relationship with you. He is unworthy of your time. He is undeserving of the kindness and consideration you give him. What the hell? And he gives you nothing but a kick in the face every time. He sits across the room from you. He acts like you're diseased and it's just going to jump off you and infect him. I mean, he acts like you are the most vile human being on the planet when actually the reverse is true.
And
He's the most toxic person that you
and
can run into. It's
and
unreal the
my
behavior that you're accepting from him.
and he also is offended and thinks she's aggressive because she asked, "Who are you? Do you not know who you are?"
I've never heard anything so ridiculous in my whole life. He treats you as if he despises you. And I heard some phrase he used, and the word detest was in there. And he was talking to I don't know why in the hell the word detest would have ever been part of his vocabulary when referring to but he said something about detest. And I couldn't believe it. He came to have a talk with you. He's on the opposite damn side of the room. Okay. And then he goes in and he says, I'll take my other things. And he grabs up something so small he could just carry it in a hand with no bag or whatever. And I'm like, this is unbelievable. This is incredible. This is the crumb of a human being. Look, I don't know what the hell happened to him, and I don't even care what happened to him. Guess what? That's his problem to figure out. His happiness and his mental health, that's his problem. Okay? Because as adults, we're responsible for our own stuff. Okay? And that's just the way it is. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. I'm blaming the quote unquote experts on some level, but on a higher level, I'm blaming you because they cannot make you do what you don't want to do. And that is you following up with this man who is treating you like you are a subhuman. He's treating you like you are a wild animal who is going to pounce on him and attack him and threaten his life when he enters your space. That's how he's treating you, like you are a rabid animal. That's how he's treating you, not like you are the sophisticated, caring, intelligent human being that you are. He is undeserving of you. You got to get up off the floor. I don't know who the hell told you and what made you embrace that you deserve to be treated like that.
Yeah, because he's the worst. I haven't seen him be this,
He's
you
the
know,
worst piece of shit that they've ever had on the show. He's the
right.
worst piece of shit.
Uh, I don't know. Anyway, I think in general, I really just don't even know what to say about this season. I think we got one couple that may work out.
At least one thing for sure that we can see up to this point, they discuss their differences and talk to each other civilly and respectfully, even when they disagree. Even
Right.
when they, have their different disagreements, as we do as humans, fine, all good. They're never talking to each other in a disdainful or distasteful or disrespectful way. They're
Right.
not doing that. They don't do that. They haven't done it yet. And I'm sure that they'll have plenty different blow ups. It's not what happens, it's how you deal with it.
Right. Of course. Okay, so we will, keep on updating everybody and giving our thoughts on Married at First Sight, but I'm telling you, not good again. Not a good season again. Too much, just it's like they purposely said, let me see who we can put together so that they can blow up. Let's just do that. Just to me,
You
just
know what? But wait a minute now. Do they want every damn body to blow up? I mean, those numbers are lopsided as hell. They wanted everybody to blow up. You know, let somebody be okay for a minute.
All right.
Well, more than one. I guess they say they got one. One is better than none. Last year they
Times
didn't.
they had none.
Yeah, you got that right. So okay.
All
Oh,
right. Okay, Ma. I need you to tell me three things that made you smile.
you know what they are? The sun, the stars, the moon. I'm gonna give number four. That's Madison in the Australian Open Finals.
Okay, that's great. All
Madison.
right. I'm gonna go with, family. I'm gonna go with the Super Bowl, and I'm gonna give a shout out to Kelly Rowland, and you know why. Kelly Rowland stood on business with Nelly against Nelly.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go into any more.
I think Kelly stands on business. Period. I think she's one that stands on business. Good for you, Kelly. Okay.
All right, Ma. Is there anything that you want to say before we go?
Yeah, to everyone, to thine own self be true. Like I always say, life is too short and too long to be unhappy. To thine own self be true.
Okay. All righty. I appreciate you saying that as always. Thank you so much, guys, for continuing to support the Bambushi Happy Hour. Like I said, subscribe to our YouTube channel, All Things Peju, home of the Bambushi Happy Hour. Also, listen to us on whatever your preferred platform is. We will be back again on Sunday, guys. So take it easy, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out full episodes of the Bambushi Happy Hour podcast streaming on most platforms.